Hello, welcome back to my channel. Name here's John, I call as W8JES, and today we're going to talk about PiAware, Skyware, PiAware, and Skyware. It's all about that little bitty antenna clear up there on top of the tower. We'll take you inside and show you what we have running, and take you inside and take a look at the screen and look at the flights on the screen itself. About the planes flying overhead, and we have one flying overhead right now that will show up on our screen when we make it in there. Stick around and we'll get right to it. We're out here in the shop right now, our solar panel controller, and we'll open the case up here and look at the Raspberry Pi 3. Running on a power supply at this time, and the SDR dongle plugged into the rear of the Pi with the coax coming out of it going up to the tower. This time the power supply is running and everything. If the power does happen to go out, it will kick over onto the solar system and keep right on running without any interruptions. Alright, we're back in the shack here. We're remotely remoting into the Pi that's out in the shop, and right now this is the view that we're seeing from the Pi itself, reporting planes flying over. It's about 100, and right now it's a little more than 150 miles away, and I do believe there's 94, 95 aircraft showing up, and the list of the airplanes are here. The altitude, the speed of the planes, it's kind of surprising, some of the speeds that you see on planes flying over. The different colors are the altitude. The higher the altitude, that gets down into the 40,000 purple range, and then the low flying planes, we'll zoom down in here, about 4,000 feet. These are small aircraft. If we click on an airplane, it will show us the path that where it's been seen, and the path in its direction that it's going. And the same way with one of the smaller airplanes. We click on quite a few of them. Some of them will be doing circles, and we do occasionally see some military planes that show up. No fighter jets or anything like that. We hear them fly over, but they don't show up on the screen. We see transporters and that flying somewhat close by. They still show up on the range, going east to west, or from south up to the north area. These planes here are flying into Detroit Metro here. And if we zoom out, we can get rid of the list over here on this side. If we zoom out, it will show the range that I have set up. I have 4 rings set up, 50-mile radius in each ring, and the farthest ring is 200 miles from my location. It also shows live radar that will get updated every couple minutes, and like I said, right now that shows 91 planes with 77 positions. I've seen it as high as 175, 180, about 180 planes on the screen. It all depends on what time of the day it is, and what time of the week or what day of the week it is too. The planes pretty much get pretty quiet around 2-3 o'clock in the morning. There's not too many left on the screen at that time. It's all received by the little antenna that's up on top of the tower. I was lucky enough to get that antenna from a gentleman at the Dayton Hamfest this year. He was kind of interested in his booth, and I talked to him for a while, and he said, well, if I wanted to put one up, he would give me one. And I said, well, I have an extra Raspberry Pi that's no longer being used, and I'll put it to use. So I put the antenna up and did the software in the Pi, and it took right off and running. It ran for about 30 days or so. It got pretty exciting, so I ended up raising the antenna up another 12-15 feet. I think it was 12 or 15 to 20 feet higher, and we really picked up a lot more planes that little bit of height. When I receive a plane, it sends it back to the FlightAware, and anything that's like local here. A lot of these other planes are getting picked up by other people around the state and other states as well. The system has been running now for like 130 days, I do believe. And we'll switch over to the other screen, the status screen that it actually shows up when we log into the Pi out in the shop. You can see that it has been up and running for 130 days straight, and the version of the PiAware is 7.2. We'll go look at the status page here, and we'll bring that up. Been a member for 4 months. Been running it ever since. And the longest streak is 132 days, and that's of today. We'll go down the page here. It shows the rest of the stats of the system that's running, our direction of our antenna where we're mostly picking up, and some of the airplanes that we have been seeing. I have seen some that was up into the 250 plus miles away. And you go down here to the ranking page. Positions 8 million so far, down to 1,483 out of thousands. I don't know how many other people. There's thousands of other stations around the United States. There's some in Switzerland and United Kingdom, Germany, but now we're ranked down to the ranking is 1,483. So not too bad. Like I said, the system is running on a small power supply and solar power backup. If something goes wrong with the power supply, or the power goes out, it will switch over to the solar panel without any interruptions, and the system will keep on running. Hopefully we can keep it running for at least a good couple years, as long as everything holds out. Well, that's pretty much it of my PiAware, Skyware program. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thanks again for watching. 7 threes all.